Hey Zwifters, I wanted to share this quick video with you to really show the value of using Zwift Power Live data, especially when you're racing in mixed category racing with a big field like this. So we had 32 B graders in amongst 139 total races. Really hard to see who you're actually racing unless you use Zwift Power Live. If I fast forward to a little over 10k's in, you can see I'm starting to struggle here. The pace from the A's has been relentless and I'm starting to drop off the pace. So I jumped on Zwift Power Live and turns out it wasn't as bad as I thought. It was actually only me and one other B grader on there who are left in the peloton. The other rider is called Jay Chance from the UK. You can see him just up the road in Bumblebee kit. And as we came through here, I actually realized he was starting to struggle too. And so I put in a little dig going through this section, watching the gap to him drop back. And all of a sudden I realized, hang on, I'm the only B left. If I can just hang on for a little bit longer, I might get enough of a gap to hold on here for the win. It wasn't long before I was off the back though. This last surge into the volcano to finish off lap number 2 really killed me, but I quickly found myself in a small group of 3. If you come through here, you can see that small chase group forming, and if I pause the video right down the bottom, there's Jay Chance, 29-second gap. This is what I need to maintain if I'm going to win the race. Coming up the rise to finish lap 3 of 8, and you can see this group is staying together, working well, and that gap is extending out to 32 seconds. Another lap down now, and it's out to 40 seconds. This is starting to look really good. We come through closing in on 15 kilometers to go. You can see the gap's now out to nearly 45 seconds, which is great, but John has company. As we go through the lap banner to end lap 5 of 8, you can see in the bottom on the leaderboard there that group is closing hard. It's now only 29 seconds with 3 laps to go. Coming up to finish lap 6 now, and I'm doing the math in my head. 3 laps to go, we had a 30-second gap, so we can only afford to lose 10 seconds a lap. As I look at it now, it's about 23 seconds back to that group. It's going to be really tight. 7.5 kilometers to go, that gap is starting to come down really quickly, only 17 seconds now, and I can see that we're just not going to make it. There's too much momentum in that group. It's time to sit up, hope for the best, hope that I can take it out in the sprint. Just under 3k's to go now, and here's the catch. Luckily I was watching the distance close and got a really nice trail here onto the Swedish Zwifter's wheel, just to keep me ahead of that closing pack. Head through the volcano for the last time, you can see just how big that group was that was chasing us. We really were no chance at all. It's time to scope the opposition, try and recover, find a position, and launch for the sprint. Going back to the Zwift Power Live data again, and I know that my competition for the win here are Chance in the yellow and black Bumblebee kit, and Willens in the orange with the black stripe. So here we are after almost 50 minutes of racing, and despite opening up a 46-second gap, it's all back together. It all comes down to this. Keep an eye on Chance in the yellow and black Bumblebee kit. Here we go. So what have we learned from this? Well, the main thing is, if you're racing and the result on Zwift Power is your main target, then Zwift Power Live is absolutely your best friend, especially in big races with mixed categories. Without that tool, I wouldn't have known where I was standing, who was leading, I wouldn't know what I was racing for, but with it, it became a fascinating race where I knew who my opposition were, I was able to scope them out, watch the time gaps throughout the race, and then see just what a thrilling finish it all came down to. So wherever you can, open that up on another screen, follow along with it, follow the time gaps, and especially in these longer races, really enjoy watching the race unfold.